As Borderlands 3 has been all but announced, a bunch of people have jumped on the hype train, including those who know nothing about what the community would want. Let's take IGN for reference. IGN posted this article, and I must say, I think it's pretty awful. Not all of it, some are points that have been brought up before, but quite a bit of it is bad. What IGN made here is a wish list of what they want from Borderlands 3, and while I'm usually reserved in mocking people's opinions, I would like to make an exception. The first point in this article is gunsmithing. Now, I'm pretty opposed to the idea of allowing people to collect attachments and add them to the gun they currently have. That way it will cut down your farming time and will be easier to swap your gear around. It's not a terrible idea, and makes a lot of sense for things like mission weapons. I personally think it would help destroy the longevity of the game, and live streams like Killer 6 farming for a 94% sham would be entirely gone, which you could argue is a good or bad thing. But that is not even the point IGN is trying to make. They want to be able to combine different weapon types, so that you have a rocket launcher matched up with a pistol, or what I would like to call a Torgue pistol, or a rocket launcher that fires shotguns. I would very much like to have whatever drugs gave them the idea that that sounds like a good idea. They even bring up the idea of having a gun made out of a nutshell. Yes, like an actual nutshell. We will now be collecting used food because that's what everyone wants from Borderlands. The next point they make is a create your own character system. Now, this isn't a totally awful idea. I've seen it brought up several times before, and some people bring forward decent arguments. They even bring up good points here, like picking a different character has no real effect on the game itself, with the exclusion of the dialogue. Now, I can't fully rip on IGN for this, but I feel like they should know that the game has already leaked that there will be 4 classes to choose from when the game comes out. It really doesn't take that much research to find that one out. You could even Google Borderlands 3 classes. It's the first thing that comes up. Next is possibly the dumbest thing I have ever seen written about Borderlands 3, that when I first read it, I thought it was some kind of elaborate joke, or IGN pretending they know nothing about the Borderlands community, when, in fact, they actually know nothing. IGN wants Battle Royale in Borderlands 3. Let me repeat myself. IGN wants Battle Royale in Borderlands 3. I'm not even sure if a justification of why this is stupid is necessary. This isn't Fortnite, Apex, or PUBG. Just because it's 2019 does not mean that every game has to have a Battle Royale mode. If they stuck to regular Battle Royale, I would at least harp on this a little less, but this dude wants a reverse Battle Royale, where you start off as Claptrap with 0 friends and work your way up to 100. Which, to be honest, sounds like the story of this guy's life. The point after this is wanting planets, which, okay, valid point. Nothing exactly new, but I can agree with it. He wants loot that is specific to certain planets, which is basically the system we already have with farmable bosses, but alright. The worst part about this point is that he wants to fly around in a spaceship that he can customize planet to planet. I'm not sure if he's actually played Borderlands at this point, but I think a lot of people would agree that missions that require you to use vehicles are possibly the least interesting and immersive parts of all of the games. Not only this, he wants it to be a mini No Man's Sky. Now, I'm not trying to shit on other games here, but Borderlands is not other games. Borderlands is Borderlands. With every single point here, he seems like he's trying to make Borderlands into some game it's not. Weapon customization, a strange Fallout, Battle Royale, every popular game nowadays, basically. And now space travel, No Man's Sky. Now, I'm going to call this last one his last point, because it may as well be. They want more and better golden keys. Now, say what you will about golden keys, but this guy's description of what he wants is getting a little too close to microtransactions for my comfort level. His idea for it is to make real-world keys that would include a viral market campaign and what sounds like a scavenger hunt. Call me crazy, but I do not want to catch a plane ride and solve 5 puzzles to get a specific piece of gear in a video game. Now, not technically a microtransaction, but I still don't like the idea. Now, viral marketing campaigns can be cool, and even a real-world scavenger hunt could be. But when it is to decide who gets what loot, I am very much not a fan. Please next time get someone who knows something about the games before publishing an article. Hell, get literally anyone from the community. They could all tell you how bad some of these ideas are. Now, maybe I'm being too harsh because it's kind of a them against us kind of thing, but please have like Killer 6 Jolts, Demonite, Bew, Shadow, Kobe, Faily, hell, even Puma or Mac. Literally any of them would write something and have written stuff way better than this. And most of them don't even speak English as their first language. Well, anyways, tell me what you guys think of this article. Am I just being way too critical, or do you agree at least somewhat? Let me know what crazy ideas you want in Borderlands 3. Remember to dislike, unsub, and apply to IGN, and I won't see you in the next one of whatever this video was.